higher, then you need to do something to create the internal situation from character, competence, values, etc. to withstand the onslaught of that external environment. So if the rate of change taking place outside exceeds the rate of change taking place inside, the end is inside. Therefore, please see that the change that you are making inside is higher than outside. Or it can counter it well. It can influence it, it can submerge it. So this is what he is telling us as companies, organizations. What he told us organizations is, if consumer taste is changing outside, you want to produce the same thing, no point. If habits of people of consumption are changing, you want to make the same thing, no point. Okay. So that is what he talks about. One concept, the rate of change. The next thing he talks about what is called parable of the boiled frog. P-A-R-A-B-L-E, parable of the boiled frog. Frog.
Mendak frog.
So in this concept, what he explains as hey, whatever you are seeing in the society or anywhere in a family, in a society, in everything, anything that you see is not the result of one day. It is a result of an accumulated thing happening over a period of time, which you may notice, you may not notice, you may become part of it.
Yes.
Right? Therefore, he says, it's a very, if you want to bring about a big catharsis and change, you should be able to see it a little away from it. Otherwise, you will be part of it.
Yes.
He says, you are talking about corruption today. It is not today. It is an accumulation. Values have fallen. It is an accumulation. Moral standards have fallen. It's an accumulation. It is not of today. And it has, you start accepting it. And he says, supposing you see me today, okay? And after 10 years again you see me. And supposing I have lost my teeth or this thing, you will be surprised. Sir, 10 years back we have seen you so much of change. It strikes you. Supposing we both are teaching in the same school, college, same village, we are living same house. Every day I start losing some 10 hairs, or 1 year later this thing and all that. I start putting on weight. You won't significantly make a notice about it. You become part of the story. What? Beg your pardon? What did you say?
Sanjeev.
What did you say?
I was.
Yes.
Good.
So you become part of that story. So whenever you want to be not part of the story, then you'll have to step aside to the bank and see it. And then do it. So this is, and therefore he conducts an experiment to tell us of this parable of the boiled frog. So here is a stove, right? He lights it, there is a kettle, he puts it and then he pours water. At that stage, there is no temperature at all. It is fresh on the stove. Lights and slowly it is boiling. He is increasing the temperature. Then the water is really coming to it. Then he asks somebody, get that frog here, live frog. He throws it. It jumps and runs away. Because the water was at a melting pot. He threw it, it didn't, it just jumped out very easily. He said, okay, good. Now, throw off the water, hot water. He puts the normal water again, the room temperature water. Get another frog, he will say, okay, get it. He puts the frog in that cold water. It is there. Then he lights the stove. Then slowly, it is not doing anything. It is staying, it is staying, it is staying. It becomes boiling, it is staying, and it dies. And he said this is the problem with institutions, companies, organizations, families, societies, with everybody. Because what you lost is the immunity. You started enjoying, you are part of that story now. Therefore, you have lost your that reflexes of. Now, if I am glad that your institute has got this noble purpose of transforming rural India, we must understand the rate of change happening outside. The people are coming to you from that background, immersed with those distractions and cultural and social milieu. So what you are going to do is really not just teaching some subject knowledge, you may have to carry them as total human beings. So what's your job in the institute that you have to do? Deal with them as total human beings. Understanding that they are coming from a rate of change which is higher. And then you need to create inside conditions which are in excess of outside. And that can happen only if they are inspired by a purpose, bigger purpose. Why am I here? When you can ignite that purpose in them, why am I here? I think it will do better things for us. It will make things easier for you. Their attention in the classroom will be higher when you can ignite this purpose in them. So when we are teaching them, we are not teaching them merely subject, we are teaching them to become total human beings. To answer the question, why am I here? I am here to make the society a better place because I lived here. So if you can instill that, I have made this society a better place because I lived here. If you can instill this, we will do great service to the cause to which you are working, sir. Two things I want to talk to you at this juncture. One, I have spoken to you purpose, okay? And the higher purpose, our motivation will be higher. We are not teaching subjects, we are teaching actually a total human being. And that's the human being why I am here, to make this place a better place, because I live here. And your watchmen, your administration, your teachers, your walls must resonate if you want to build a culture at a place. The entire ambience must resonate with that resound, that vibration. We want to make this a better place because we lived here. Why am I here? That everybody should be able to speak. And that is why you need to orient your culture in the institute in that manner. Am I off mark, sir?
No, sir. Exactly.
Two things I want to request here. Pride is a very important source of motivation. You can move mountains if you can touch the pride card. Pride. Here. Like purpose will ignite. This pride is another thing. And this pride, lot of organizations, good organizations. How do you think multinationals who are working in so many countries, irrespective of the fact that Pakistan, India, some countries, are having their own type of cultures. Okay, working culture, less working culture, more working culture, honesty, less honesty, etc. How do they create that? Is through their brand and that pride of association, their culture they will build it. Irrespective of the country they are operating. So what they do is they insulate the people from that external thing when they are members of this internal community. What we call it as a tribe. We create an internal tribe. A Coca-Cola tribe, a Pepsi tribe, an ITC tribe, a Tata tribe, a Unilever tribe. We create tribes with pride actually of the ingredient. We make best products. We do this, we are here. You are part of this whole thing. So we actually bring in pride into this. And that's how politicians exploit this pride very significantly. Okay, they divide us into various categories: caste pride, village pride, town pride. They are amazing characters that I can see them. Hats off to them. They may not use it for good. That's a different thing. So if you can build pride as a very big instrument to inspire your people, I think that will be a very big thing. And most people who have succeeded have built purpose, why am I here? And pride, I am here to create something big. I belong to this institute, I belong to this state, I belong to this, some sort of a thing, if you can. And see that your internal culture, all of you are role models for them. And here, I have given you two examples. One, over a period of time, we have learned that our employees who are down the line people, small people, imitate their bosses. This is one hypothesis that got in our research. When we did several years back in ITC through psychologists and anthropologists, they said that bosses, employees imitate their bosses. Same company, some employees are behaving in another way in one department. In another department, they are behaving in another way. But they tabulated and said, this is because there is a imitation going on. The boss or the senior expects certain behaviors, certain this thing, certain styles, certain morals, certain values, certain way of working, certain way of perfection, certain way of discipline, certain way of role modeling, personally, himself or herself. So that is a very important role in this pride building. The role model fellow has to be a very important character. So you will have to check whether when you are saying do this, invariably people do not follow what you say, people follow what you do. This is one thing that we have learned. If I was going to the library or I was picking up a book and reading, whether traveling in a train or at the airport, invariably my colleagues also did that. Okay, because the moment I buy a book and then open the book when I am in the train, I am highlighting and all that, and my discussion is on one of the topics, this thing, naturally that lineage, the DNA is the same. So if you people want to transform your institution, the responsibility on all of us is that people copy us. So I want all of you to think that they will not become better because you say you become better. They will have to see you, and you are like magnets. You will pull them. Okay? The second thing, and it was a very interesting thing. In 1999, I went to Calcutta on my job. That was the time when I went there as corporate HR head for the entire company. When we did a study of AC Nielsen of why ITC in campuses, we are not getting the day one in IITs and IIMs. Why Unilever, some big fellow, in those days they were the ones. Why are they getting, why are they not getting when they took feedback from various customers? The things that came out were Unilever is a global company, ITC is a local company. Unilever, first 1 year they spend time in Liverpool, in UK, and they get Itana scholarship in pounds, and they can see the situation. They have got global posting. Like that, they have got various interesting, very positive things that came about. And incidentally, their salary was also, in those days, to that IIT and IIM graduate, we used to pay about, ITC used to pay 7.5 lakhs, Unilever used to pay 8.5 lakhs, CTC, that 1 lakh difference. So then we all sat together in the company, we started discussing what are those things. Unilever was a benchmark for us because we were wanting to get into food and other businesses. We need two things we always have in the company. Who is your role model and who is your rival? These two questions we have to answer.
Both the same.
Yeah. No, here the question was we wanted rival as Unilever, role model as GE. Okay, that's how they defined it. Because we called these people as our rivals and we have to beat, we have to get people, we have to make products as good or better than Unilever. We have to get people who are as good or better than Unilever. So everything needs, including from our raw material, our marketing strategy, our finance strategy, our pricing strategy, our supply strategy, our dealership strategy, everything has to be superior to Unilever because they are our rivals, would be rivals. So one of the things was Unilever is going to IITs and IIMs and getting day one. So we must also get it. It is not that whether they are the only bright people in the world, there are nobody else. I am not commenting that. That's a different story. Then so much AC Nielsen has done. Then we started addressing ourselves. Can we pay more? Company said no. We need a lot of money in the company. We are taking up so many community projects like e-Chowpals, etc. Our budget we have spent about 340 crores. We are going to get into new businesses. They won't make profits for the next 7-8 years. So existing businesses only have to make. So no question of increasing the package at campus. You have to give say. Then we asked them, can we give global postings, and we have also got B8 British American Tobacco, our company, we can post. They said no, we want to cut off from them, we want to become more and more an Indian company and not a foreign company. So that is gone. So everywhere we are losing. We didn't have anything. So then some of our people said, so look, we are saying we are an Indian company. We want to work for India, right? So what are the things we are doing? What are our managers, MBA students whom we recruited last year? They are going on bullock carts. They are going on tractors. They are fixing dish antennas or those things on Chowpals in Sihor and other places. They are digging, they are in community development activities. They are busy in planting eucalyptus, not as philanthropy. They are all doing for business only. Nothing is for free. If we are putting each one, the whole idea was that our efficiency of procurement should be better. We should get cheaper, better quality on a continuous basis with the goodwill of people. So it's not a free this thing. So this much money is being spent. And so many activities we are doing. Let us make a film of that for 4 minutes. Where do our employees work? So the next year in the campus, we told them, he is so and so, Mathur or some name we said, IIT Kharagpur batch, your senior, we want to show you where he is working. So that fellow is sitting on a bullet car and going in one of the Uttar Pradesh villages. You want to join this company? Right? But what, because of that, what is happening, you want to see there is a transformation. So we said, if you want to join a company which is in the business of transforming lives and landscapes of this country, join us, we won't pay you more. And we are a day one company. So every person, every individual has somewhere a heart to do something for their nation, not money alone. The whole issue is whether you are able to communicate and whether you are telling the true story. Supposing we told a false story, will it serve the purpose? They can find out, no? In 6 months after joining. So we told them a story which they could see it for themselves. Echopas is one story when you are in Ujjain. Your college is near Ujjain? Or
No.
Yes.
Devas.
50 kilometers.
If there are any Chaupal Sagars or Chaupals, I will ask our branch managers to take you and they will show you. You can see the business model. It's not a philanthropy.
Silver
It shows
Harda.
Chaupal Sagar is a bigger concept than Chaupal. Chaupal is at a village level. Chaupal Sagar becomes purely in bigger places where transaction on various items also gets
departmental
stores and all.
One store is in Ujjain.
Yes. That's what. See, there is a place in Andhra Pradesh called Khammam. Okay. Bhadrachalam, Khammam. Bhadrachalam is the place where Lord Rama's temple is there. Okay. It's a very renowned temple. But around this Bhadrachalam, where God is there, it's a Naxalite infested area. Fully Naxalites, because their lands used to be taken away by rich landlords and exploited. At that feeling of exploitation, you become an extremist. You commit one crime, then you are gone forever, and then the generations, etc. So some of the people of this company, what they did was, in the title of purpose called Transforming Lives in Landscapes, they thought, wasted time, wasted people, wasted lands. Let us connect and transform. Wasted people, wasted time, wasted lands, let us connect them and transform. What they have done is, these people have a particular thing called a sapling of eucalyptus sapling, which uniformly grows, and in 4 years it comes from a good crop. All these so-called tribals have land, 1.5 acres, 2 acres, some cents, parents have divided this thing. All of you form together cooperatives into groups. We will give you technology. We will get those machines which can make the land even. We will help you with making bore wells. We will get you bank loans. But we won't stand guarantee. Your crop is the guarantee. Our brand name is the guarantee. Okay, that's all. We made them as the own entrepreneur and laborer, whole family. They were. In 4 years, the crop was coming. Then there was criticism. 4 years, how will they live? Okay, we said start intercrop cultivation, chili, turmeric, watermelon, which come for 3 months, 4 months. Okay? So land was prepared for them with technology, saplings were given, water was available, interplant plant cooptation was there, and the whole economy bloomed. They changed. It all depends if you think you are actually change agents. So the type of culture that you have to bring, the types of examples that you have to bring into your institute, through these innovations and so many stories of people, how they have transformed the rural, not necessarily ITC. ITC is a big company. There are so many people, including your Seva foundations in some states. There are so many people who have transformed, for the sake, bring them. Because only when pride, purpose are there, they ignite the passion in you. If we confine our studies only to our subjects, we are not tackling them at a total personality level, at a total human being level. We are not touching the mind properly, we are not touching the heart properly, we are not touching the soul properly. When people identify themselves with a bigger purpose, their level of participation, engagement is far higher. So I request you in your syllabus, in your extra classes, etc., please bring in lot of people who have done for something for the community from multiple fields. It can be social work field, it can be orphanages field, it can be how humble people have transformed so that these people get a hope that I am not a small person. I too can. So when people are actually saddled with such outside environment, which is so polluted, unless you create your internal atmosphere, which is inspiring, and all of us live role models, we will not be able to create that transformation that we are looking for. So we need to bring lots of people into your institutes. You institutionalize in a way that on Saturdays or whatever, one day dedicated for that purpose, wherein these social entrepreneurs are brought into. And they ignite the passions and change the personality of the people with the raw material that you are handling. You are handling a raw material. Okay, that raw material has to be enriched, and that is possible only through their seeing role models who are transforming the lives, because they are not seeing in the neighborhood that particular. I think this message I request you to take it very strongly. You have got so many entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs across the country. Bring them. There are volunteers. Don't bring big institutions. Bring small people made big difference. So that I can see what happens if you show a big ITC and now ITC had money it could do. There are so many people who had no resources, who made big things happen. People who don't know English, if that is the language which has to be. But they have done so much. There are some women, there are some widows who have done so much when they were thrown to challenges. So my appeal to all of you is deal with your children from that total personality angle, not merely teaching subjects. Not merely teaching. Teaching of subject is very essential. Role model is a very essential. People copy us is they absolutely copy you. There is we have for people like us, we have any number of examples in organizations, in families. Yeah, they just copy you, the elders. So So create that environment where they can copy better things. I want to stop here and continue. I want you to reflect what we have been discussing till now. And from your side, hey, these are the 3, 4, 5 things I will do individually, I will do along with others. So I want each one of you to write 3 things I will do, which will make this particular impact. Because always we have to remember create value. These things I will do myself without any outside resource. I am the leader. I will take charge. These are the 3 other things I will do in collaboration with my chairman, my colleagues, etc. So if you can reflect, first reflect. Let this, whatever I have spoken to you, rewind it.